Everyone knows Count Dracula, the immortal, blood-sucking vampire of Transylvania. But the real Dracula didn't drink blood. He shed rivers of it. The myth is based on a very real 15th century prince named Vlad III, who ruled the dark, war-torn lands of Wallachia. He wasn't a supernatural monster of the night. He was an incredibly brutal, ruthless human king, defending his homeland at any cost. And the reality of his reign was far more terrifying than any vampire story. Where did the famous name Dracula actually come from? It wasn't a curse, it was a royal title. Vlad's father belonged to a powerful secret society of knights called the Order of the Dragon, sworn to protect Europe from invading empires. In their native language, the word Dracul meant dragon. Therefore, Vlad inherited the name Dracula, meaning son of the dragon. But to his terrified enemies, that name would soon take on a much darker meaning: the son of the devil. Vlad's cruelty was legendary, earning him his terrifying historical name, Vlad the Impaler. To strike absolute fear into the hearts of foreign invaders and local criminals, he used a horrific method of psychological warfare. When the massive, unstoppable Ottoman army marched on his capital city, they didn't find a normal battlefield. Instead, they walked into a nightmare. They found a forest of the dead, 20,000 bodies suspended on tall wooden spikes. The psychological terror was so overwhelming that the invading sultan simply turned his massive army around and retreated. Vlad didn't just hide behind his castle walls. He was a brilliant and fearless tactician. Knowing he was heavily outnumbered, he launched one of the most daring raids in history, the night attack. In the dead of night, dressed in enemy uniforms, Vlad and his elite men infiltrated the massive enemy camp. Their sole mission? To assassinate the Sultan in his own tent. Though the Sultan barely escaped, the sheer panic caused the enemy soldiers to blindly slaughter each other in the dark. Vlad vanished back into the shadows, like a ghost. Vlad the Impaler eventually died in battle, his head supposedly sent to his enemies as proof of his death. But true terror never really dies. Hundreds of years later, an Irish author named Bram Stoker discovered the dark, bloody history of the Wallachian prince. Inspired by Vlad's incredible cruelty, Stoker borrowed the name Dracula and transformed the warlord into an elegant, immortal vampire. The real Dracula never slept in a coffin or drank human blood, but through the pages of a book, he finally achieved the eternal life he always wanted. From a ruthless king to the ruler of the night, Dracula became immortal. What historical mystery should we explore next? Let us know in the comments, and subscribe now to never miss the next dark saga.